Hey guys, welcome back, and today we'll be learning on the exercise 4.1, question 1, and from the chapter quadratic equations. And this topic is related to the class 9, and that is the syllabus is for the NCERT, that is the CBSE syllabus. But the others can also, like view this question. It's very useful. Well, how to check a given equation is a quadratic equations or not, and this is the very first level of basic understanding to quadratic equation. So let's start with the very first problem, that is this one. So in the given, he given that x plus 1 whole square is equal to 2x minus 3. So what he's asking is, he's asking whether this equation is in the form of quadratic equation or not. So before like going into this, first we need to understand whether how a quadratic equation would be. Okay, so let me show you that. See, a quadratic equation can be of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and a should not equal to 0. See, this symbol is nothing but not equals to. Got it? Yeah, don't get confused that what is this symbol and all. So what it's trying to say is, a quadratic equation should be of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and here a should not equal to 0. So what about the b and c? See, b and c could be equal to 0. So even if it is equal to 0, it will be of the form of, like, let's assume that if b and c are equal to 0, then simple, ax square is equal to 0, therefore x square is equal to 0. So that means, like, see, this is also a quadratic equation, and what are the roots? It's 0 and 0. How the roots are 0 and 0, I will explain you in the later videos and all. So for now, we know, like, for your basic understanding, assume that a should not equal to 0, and there could be a chance that, like, b could be equal to 0 and c could be equal to 0 as well. So even if b is equal to 0 or c is equal to 0, the given equation will always be in quadratic equation. But very important thing is, a should not equal to 0. Okay, so what is x plus 1 whole square? So x plus 1 whole square is nothing but x square plus 1 square plus 2 into 1 into x, right? So what is a plus b whole square formula? It's a square plus b square plus 2ab. So that's what, like, I have written here, and I'm just equating to 2 of x minus 3. So let me rewrite the above equation. So I can rewrite the above equations all in the form of x square plus 1 plus 2x. So what I will do here, I will just multiply 2 on to x minus 3. So I will get 2x minus 6. Okay, so x square plus 1 plus 2x, and if I just move, like, 2x minus 6 to this side, then I will get minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. See, when you are moving, like, the statements from here to here, then what happens is the signs will be, like, changes. That means the plus will changes to minus, and the minus will changes to plus. So that's what, like, the plus 2x has been changed to minus 2x, and minus 6 has been changed to plus 6. Okay, so if you just see this statement clearly, you see that the 2x plus 2x and minus 2x, therefore this will get cancelled. So I can rewrite the above equation as x square plus 1 plus 6 is nothing but 7, that is equal to 0. So this thing like it is in the form of what? A square x. I'm really sorry guys, so this thing in the form of what? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What is a here? A is equal to 1. What is b here? B is equal to 0. And what is c? C is equal to 7. So here in this case the b is equal to 0. So even if the b is equal to 0, it's not a problem, like the only problem occurs is when a is equal to 0, then it is not a quadratic equation guys, and we will see these examples like in some other questions. Got it? So let me go back to the very second problem. Let me see this. What is the second problem? Is quite easy. So what I will do, I will just look into the problem 3. Okay, so let me look into the problem 3. See, the problem 2 is same as the problem 1, so I don't want to spend more time on that. So we'll work on like some different problems or something. So let me look into the problem 3. So what is the 3? What is the question 3? It says that x minus 2 x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 and x plus 3. Great. So what is x minus 2 and x plus 1? What we need to do? We need to multiply these two statements. So what I'll do, at first I will multiply x to x plus 1. What I'll get? X into x plus 1 into x, and then what I will do, I will multiply minus 2 to x plus 1. So I will get minus 2 into x and minus 2 into 1. And in the same way, in the LHS side, in the RHS side as well, I need to multiply x minus 1 with x plus 1. So I will follow the same procedure. So before that, let me just strike off this. So what is this? I will multiply x to x plus 1. What I will get? I will get x into x plus 3. And now I'll multiply I'm sorry, it's a typo. It's a typo. I'm sorry guys. So I'll multiply x to x plus 1. What I'll get? X into x plus x into 3. And now I'll multiply a minus 1 to x plus 1. So it will be minus 1 into x and minus 1 into 3. Great. So I can rewrite this as x square plus 1 into x is what? X, and minus 2 into x is minus 2x, and minus 2 into 1 is minus 2 is equal to, and x into x here is x square, and x into 3 is plus 3x, and minus 1 into x is what? Minus x, and minus 1 into 3 is nothing but it's a minus 3. Great. So I rewrite the above equation in the form of x square minus, what is x minus 2x? It is minus x. Why minus x? See, the minus sign is assigned to the bigger number, that is 2x actually. So that's the reason it is minus. And when we do x minus 2x, it will be a minus x. And minus 2 would be what? Same as is, that is minus 2. That is equal to x square 3 minus x. What is 3 minus x? Is nothing but plus 2x, and the minus 3 will be as is. So here x square is there and here x square is there, and it will get both get cancelled. So how? In the sense, let me rewrite x minus 2. If I just move these terms to LHS side, what happens is the signs will get changed. See, here plus x square will become minus x square, and plus 2x will become minus 2x, and minus 3 will become plus 3, that is equal to 0. Got it? So I will rewrite this as, so what is x minus x square and plus x square? It's get cancelled. And what is minus x and minus 2x? It is minus 3x. What about the minus 2 and plus 2? It will be plus 1. So 3 minus 2 is nothing but plus 1, right? That's the reason. See, this is the one. Here, if you just see this here, it is not in the form of what? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So what is a here? A is 0. See, there is no x square term here. That means the a is what? The quotient of x square is what? 0. So to be a quadratic equation, we need to assure that a should not be equal to 0. Whereas in this case, since it is equal to 0, it's not a quadratic equation. And one more thing, a statement to be a quadratic equation, we need to have the degree of x should be 2, whereas the degree of x here is what? 1. So it is not a quadratic equation. So this is not quadratic equation. See, these questions will be asked in like MCQs and all. So it's always better to have a basic understanding about what is a quadratic equation, what statements could be a quadratic equations and all. So that's the reason I just made a simple video on these questions. Got it? So let me just look into the other model and see what could be the one we can solve it. Just give me a second of time. Okay, let me choose that. We completed first one, the third one, and the fifth one is same, and the fourth one is also somewhat same, and the fifth the sixth one is also somewhat same. Okay, then let's do the the seventh one, shall we? Great. What is the seventh one? What he said? He said x plus 2 whole cube is equal to 2x x square minus 1. Cool. See, to know like x plus 2 whole cube formula, we should know the formula of a plus b whole cube formula. See, I made like sample video for you guys, so you can just check out that video. It says how we derive a plus b whole cube formula and a minus b whole cube formulas and all. So I just made that video in like with simple steps. So I always encourage you not to like by heart the formulas. It's always better to derive those formulas and all. Okay, so you can just look into that video and all. And for your for now I don't want like derive it. I don't want to take much time on these video and all, so I'll just write the formula. So a plus b whole cube is nothing but it's a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Cool. We'll just apply the same thing in here. Okay, therefore x plus 2 whole cube formula is nothing but it's x cube plus 2 cube plus 3 into x into 2 into x plus 2. So that is nothing but it's x cube plus what is 2 cube? It is nothing but 8. So 2 cube can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. That is equal to 2 into 2 is 4, and 4 into 2 is 8. Therefore plus what is 3 into 2 is 6, and 6 into x is 6x. 6x into x plus 2. and you can rewrite this as again x cube plus 8 plus 6s needs to be multiplied with x plus 2. What you'll get? You'll get 6x square plus 12x. So this is like the final equation for x plus 2 whole cube. Got it? So let me just put that in. Assume that this is the equation 1. So let me just put these value in the equation 1. So what is this? This is nothing but the x cube plus 8 plus 6s square plus 12x is equal to, so multiply 2x square minus 1. So you'll get 2x cube minus 2x. Got it? Cool. So just bring this 2x cube minus x to LHS side. So what you'll get? You'll get x cube plus 8 plus 6x square plus 12x, and this plus 2x cube will become minus 2x cube, and minus 2x will become the plus 2x. See, as I told you earlier, if you just move the terms from RHS side to LHS side, the signs will differ, and same goes for the other way around as well. I mean, when you move LHS terms from when you move LHS terms to RHS, same will happen. I mean, like the signs will differ. That's what it happens here. So this thing is equated to 0. What is x cube minus 2x cube is nothing but minus x cube plus, and is there any term, any constants here? 8 is there. Okay, so it is 8. And what about this? It's 6s square. Is there any x square term? Is there any x square term? Is there any x square term? Okay, no guys, there is no x square term. So this is the 6x square. And what about this 12x and 2x? So 12x plus 2x nothing but plus 14x is equal to 0. So let me rewrite this term. I just want to have the degrees of the equations in the decreasing order, so in the descending order. Therefore x cube plus 6x square plus 14x plus 8 is equal to 0. So do you think it is a quadratic equation? Do you think it is a quadratic equation? No, it is not a quadratic equation, because here we have the x cube term. So because of this is not equal to quadratic equation. Understood? So this is not at all a quadratic equation, because it is not in the form of x square plus bx plus c, and that too we have something called the x cube term. So it is not a quadratic equation, but it is a cubic equation. Whereas in the question he asks whether the given thing is a quadratic equation or not. So the term that we got is not a quadratic equation, but it is a cubic equation. Got it? Cool. So let me look into the other one, the last one, that is 8th one. Cool. I think the 8th one would be the same as the other term, but let's solve it. Let's solve this very quick. Just give me a 1 minute of time, guys. Not even a minute. Just give me a couple of seconds time. Let me read about this. Okay, great. So what is the 8th one? It's x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 whole cube. So before this we need to know what is a minus b whole cube formula. So it is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Got it? So this is the formula for a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. So how we got this formula and all, I mean, like we have a separate video on this, so you can just look into it. It will be a very good understanding for you people. Got it? Thank you. So so let me rewrite, this equation. Assume that this is the equation 1. So x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 is equal to, what is x minus 2 whole cube? That is nothing but you can just use like this formula to get that. That is x cube minus 2 cube minus 3 into x into 2 into what is a, x, what is b, and minus 2. Got it? So x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 is equal to, what is this, x cube, what is my 2 cube, it is nothing but 8, and this thing is nothing but 6x into x minus 2. Okay, therefore x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 is equal to x cube minus 8 minus, multiply minus 6s to x minus 2. What you'll get? You'll get 6x square plus 12x. So got it? Great. So let me rewrite this statement as this. So x, see, if you just see here, x cube is there and here x cube is there, so both will get what? Cancelled. So but let me rewrite this in the form. Therefore x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1, when you move like x cube minus x, the whole term to this side, it will what? It will just the signs will get changed. So here in this case, the x cube, the plus x cube will become the minus x cube, and minus 8 will become plus 8, minus 6x square will become plus 6x square, and plus 12x will become minus 12x is equal to 0. See, here minus x cube is there and here plus x cube is there, cancel it, and minus 4x square and plus 6x square is nothing but 2x square, minus x and minus 12x is nothing but minus 13x, plus 1 and plus 8 is nothing but plus 9. So this is in the form of what? A quadratic equation of the form. What is the form? What is the standard form of the quadratic equation? It is x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, whereas here a is 2 and b is minus 13 and c is equal to 9. Thank you. So this is the questions on the exercise 4.1 from the NCERT book. So here we have solved almost like first problem, third problem, seventh and eighth problem. Got it? So just go through this video, you'll get a basic understanding of what are quadratic equations, what should be the form of the quadratic equations and all. And in the later video we'll just look on to the question 2 from the same exercise, that is 4.1. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the very next video. Thank you and have a great day.